Welcome back, everybody! I hope you enjoyed waiting 96 times longer than what the judge really said. Judge, shouldn't you have gone to sleep at this point? I don't think being up for 24 hours is good for your health, man. Who cares, though? I don't sleep, so why should he, right? No, I'm just kidding, I do sleep. I just didn't sleep very much last night. Or did I? Either way, though, you ready, everyone? Let's have a break. Let's start the episode with a break. My gosh, I can't believe it. That's so amazing, right? I knew it. How could that not be amazing? There we go, saving. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Yes! Woohoo! July 10th, 1:40 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
Apollo, I can't believe it! It really happened during the second act? And right in the middle of Lamour's performance?
Why she was in that air vent. And that switch in the flaming guitar. When you link it all together, that's what you end up with. I knew you had what it took! Oh, never mind, that's freaking Phoenix.
Ah, Daddy!
I thought Valiant was congratulating us and finding out a secret or something. I was like, oh geez, good job. Man, you're so good. Mr. Wright! You believed in me? Not really. Huh? I just thought that'd make a cooler entrance and say, hiya. I don't even bother hoping.
Where have you been lately, Daddy? You haven't been coming to the office at all.
Ah, sorry about that, Trucy. I'm on a secret mission.
Secret?
Excuse me.
Will you be like you're undercover?
Like Mr. Latouche, only shorter and not as well dressed.
Oh no, what if you're shot too, Daddy?
Would I do a thing like that to you? Anyway, I'm off for a while again. What if they just did that randomly one day? It's like, let's just kill off the main hero. And Apollo is replacing him forever now. Oh yeah. Can't wait. I mean, he's getting older, you know. Someone's got to replace him eventually, right? You can't just put him in an infinite time loop like Ash Ketchum in Pokemon. You know, he's 10 forever now. You can't just make him like, I don't know how old he is now, but I'm just guessing, like, maybe he's like 40, maybe he's like 40 in the 6th game that's coming out soon or something like that. I was like, okay, I'm 40 now, I'm gonna be 40 forever now, I'll never age another day. Huh, you're leaving? I mean, what if? You never know, really. So, you gotta just think, either at some point he's gonna retire, or maybe they're just gonna kill him off straight up for no reason. I don't know, you never know. Oh, one more thing before I go. What? Good luck. Right. Dot. Is that all you came to say? I think you have things pretty much under control. You'll get Maki Tobai off the hook, no doubt. Yeah, but you're after that detective, aren't you? Daryan Crescend. It won't be easy proving he did it. Especially not under the current court system. The current court system? What did Prosecutor Gavin say during the trial? Your case is based on one fragile assumption. Namely, that our Diva Divine is telling the truth.
But what about all that proof? The brooch and the switch!
A piece of jewelry and a lyrical blunder. There are plenty of other ways to explain these things. The flaming guitar, too. All because you lack definitive proof of their connection to the case.
But
if the sultry songstress is lying, your case melts like a butter in a frying pan, leaving behind the faintly singing scent of failure. So what do I do? Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it'll be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Ugh. Oh, that reminds me. I have something to give you from our detective friend. Detective Sky. Emma? Let's see. This bag of snacks here was meant for me. Ah, here it is.
What are those, Daddy? They don't look like very good snacking material.
They were found at the scene. Analysis of the fragments revealed traces of gunpowder.
Gunpowder?
Probably a firecracker or something similar, like the ones kids are into these days. These fragments were found under the sofa at the scene of the crime, actually. Under the sofa?
Hey, Apollo! That's where we found that little device thingy!
Right, this. Well, finally, some evidence that makes sense. Burnt fragments added to the court record. Oh, jeez, I can't believe it. That's all for me, I suppose. Not quite yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I will tell you what you are really ready for. You found in the crime scene bearing gunpowder residue, possibly firecracker. I see. How interesting indeed. Alright. So, you think this was some kind of firecracker?
Yeah, one of those noisemakers like you shoot off on New Year's.
Did you know that in China, they use firecrackers on New Year's to scare off evil? So it's kind of the same thing.
Really? I had no idea. Well, did you know this? It takes more than 500 peanuts to make a 1 12-ounce jar of peanut butter.
At least my useless fact had something to do with that evidence. I know, right, Apollo? I mean, my goodness. Only you can talk about the evidence. Trucy's gotta just talk about peanut butter, because, you know, it's better. See, after the verdict, maybe. Right. Every man has an igniter inside him. Excuse me? Find Daryan Crescend's igniter and set it off. And he walked out the door, just like a magician, normally.
What does he want us to do? No conventional methods, what does that mean?
I guess we just have to take his advice and hope it makes sense when the time comes.
I guess.
We're almost at the finish line. Hang in there, Trucy. But what about us? We should be hanging in there too. Come on, Apollo. Break the fourth wall for us, please. Tell us the same thing you just told Trucy. July 10th, 1:55 p.m. This is question number 3. Alright, Daryan. It's time to destroy you. Court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where is Detective Crescend? In the witness lounge, ready to be called at any time. Very well. Might I add, I don't believe any of this. Daryan, was the first detective I ever worked with. We stopped working together when he moved to Criminal Affairs Division 3. But his guitar playing, it fires my imagination. That's nice, but it has nothing to do with the matter at hand, correct? Oh, I know, Herr Forehead. Very well. Call the final witness to the stand. Detective Daryan Crescend. Name and occupation, please. Daryan Crescend, Detective, Criminal Affairs Division 3. That's the International Affairs Division for those of you who didn't know. And I'm a guitarist for the Gavineers. Maybe you've heard of us. Do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today? Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. What I don't understand is how you let this happen, partner. ... You gave me your word I wouldn't be standing here. The situation's changed, Daryan, and don't call me partner. Feh, so we're old friends. ... I see what you're doing, Daryan. You're pressing the prosecution. Your Honor, if we can begin the trial. Yes, it's high time we did. Let's hear your testimony. You may begin, with your response to the Lamaror's prosecution, yes. Lamaror's testimony. If, in fact, you have anything to say about it. Oh, I got plenty to say. Lying must be a national pastime in Borginia. Wherever you're from, Mr. Justice. Ha! ... Conventional methods are out the window, huh? Here goes nothing. I like conventional methods. Witness testimony, Daryan's rebuttal. The diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, never heard my voice. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots, as if. Didn't Detective Emma Sky hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? The shooting took place when I was on stage, man. I really don't understand that still, actually. So, I mean, he does have a point. Like, okay, we heard something during the third set, but what did we hear exactly? I don't know. So you claim Lamaror's testimony was a lie? Hey, don't get me wrong. I dig what she's doing, trying to protect that kid. She's got the court eating vague statements out of her hand just because she's blind. You go too far, Daryan. Look, all I'm saying is, you've got a reliable witness. And why not listen to the detective? Detective Sky? I see. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. He didn't waste any time finding our weak spot. I can't do this with the Lammeror's testimony alone. I have to find some other way to prove when the shooting took place. And how are we gonna go about doing that? The yawns! Anyway, though, I don't know how I'm gonna go about proving that. It's gonna be like a mini miracle or something. The diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. Well, maybe she does. You know, you ever think about that? Maybe she really is not lying, and then she's not backing up her story, and she really is backing up the story, and I don't really know. Maybe she isn't. Maybe she is. Maybe there's a mystery to be solved here, perhaps. I don't really know, actually. You don't have any proof she was lying. Oh, yeah, kid. You saying I lied? No, I'm just saying, Apollo, glare back at him! I couldn't help it. I flinched by reflex. Detective Crescend! Yeah, what do you want? Nothing.
Apollo, chin up! Back straight! You're wilting!
This guy's hard as nails. He makes Walkie look downright cooperative. Look, there's no way the diva remembers my voice. How many... They don't normally mention previous cases this much, do they? But, I mean, I guess in this case they are for some reason. In the first place, she never heard my voice. You never talked to her even though you were playing in the same concert? Not a word, as far as I can recall. But weren't there Ugh, jeez, I'm sorry. Anyway, weren't there planning sessions or something? I actually really didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so that's part of the reason anyway. Gavin took care of all that himself. Daryan wasn't involved in any of the meetings with her. Ugh. As if you could just go around remembering everyone's voice like that anyway. Only an idiot would believe that. Lammeror's hearing is very sensitive. She could remember him if she heard him. I'm sure, but I just can't prove it. And I need proof. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots, as if. We know she missed the words. The mixing board proved it. Oh yeah, there was a mistake. But blaming it on gunshots is just a lame excuse. What do you mean? The mixing board proves what? It proves there was a mistake in the song, a miscue. So, she just flubbed it up. Big time, that's all. She spins this story about a gunshot to protect the kid and cover for her own goof. Man, I'd have to hand it to her if she wasn't sticking it to me at the same time. Daryan, watch what you say. Lammeror is an artist. She just flubbed it up. That's no small accusation for a performer of her caliber. Heh, she got to you alright, I can see it in your eyes. I tell you most of her stuff is so pretentious, it's way over my head. I'm detecting a rift in the Gavanir's ranks. Anyway, she's too close to the defendant, her testimony can't be trusted. You ask me, I'd go with Detective Sky's story at the drop of a pick. The drop of a pick? You mean like a toothpick? I don't know. Didn't Detective Emma Sky hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? Actually, I was there too. So I hear. Which means you heard them too, right? The gunshots? Yes. We heard gunshots. Neither I nor Emma actually saw the shooting, mind you. Heh. I guess you and Lammeror got the same excuse then. We know one thing for certain here. There were gunshot-like sounds that emanated from that room during the third set. What we must determine is whether those sounds were actually gunshots.
Maki heard them too! Remember he said he ran for the air duct when he heard them?
So, how do we figure out just what those gunshots during the third set were? Talk to Maki about it, apparently? I don't know. I mean, he's not blind, so he would have seen something if there was something to be seen, right? The shooting took place when I was on stage, man. That could have been what the shooter wanted us to think. I'll tell you what the shooter, that kid, wants you to think. He wants you to think the diva heard me in that room. Ah! Back to relying on Lammeror's testimony. As much as I am enjoying the Daryan and forehead show, there's no need for such tempers. I like that name. Don't make us into some comedy duo. This means the Gavin and Daryan show's cancelled. Neither of your claims can be proven or disproved. We could argue for days like this and get nowhere. Prosecutor Gavin is quite right. This court will hear no further discussion on this topic without new facts. New facts, huh?
He's pretty eager to paint Lammermoor as a liar, isn't he?
Yeah, because her testimony is basically our entire case.
This is tough, so what do we do?
I've got a few ideas. I just need to find another way to prove it didn't happen when he says it did. I suppose so, anyway. So the one that we were going for, this was the one that was like, oh, we can prove this or something, right? Actually, I was there too, so I hear the gunshots, yes. We heard gunshots. Had the same excuse. There were gunshot-like sounds that emanated from that room during the third set. Those sounds were actually... Might hear them too. What were those gunshots during the third set? Were something. They were something, that's for sure. So maybe this and Detective Emma Sky hear those gunshots during the third set anyway. I was like, let me review this again. These lying plain symbols. She got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, she never heard my voice. Or did she? I mean, she heard you during the court case anyway. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots. As if. I want to be nitpicky and say, oh, she heard him during the court case, you know, so of course she heard you once. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots, as if. Didn't Detective Emma Sky hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? Okay, so, what should I do? What should I do, everyone? Should I do something crazy? Or should I not do something crazy? I don't really know, actually. It's a complete mystery to me. What if this thing makes a really loud sound? What if it's the igniter? Oh, duh. I'm an idiot. It's the firecrackers, isn't it? Okay, then. Objection! Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial. How do you forget about the new evidence, man? Jeez. What things? The first was this small device. That's the remote-controlled igniter. Correct. And one more thing. What are those? The remains of something burnt? Not another guitar, I hope. Traces of gunpowder were found on these fragments. We report that it was something like a firecracker. Eh? How did Gavin know about this? What, you think Detective Sky works for you? I received the report this morning before coming here. That's when I made my decision, actually. What decision is this, Prosecutor Gavin? I registered Daryan as a witness in today's trial, just in case. ... This raises another possibility. Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set could have been two firecrackers ready to go off by remote control. Haha, you've got an active imagination, don't you? But you shouldn't say every little thing you think. Your explanation there seems a bit too convenient to me. How so? So you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off right when two witnesses came walking by? Ha! ...
That's right! Daryan was out on stage when it happened, Apollo! How would he know someone was backstage right then?
The firecracker goes off in the forest, and there's no one there to hear. You get my drift? Why go through the trouble, man? How do I explain this? He may... jeez, okay. He may not look it, but Daryan is a gifted detective. Show any weakness, and he's sure to find it. He may not look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man. That reminds me. I happened to pass through that very hallway several times that day myself, and I saw something odd there just before the third set. Something odd? A headset, the kind of all of the band and staff members were wearing. ... That's right. We picked this up in front of the door to that dressing room. What if that headset wasn't dropped but placed, and what if it was turned on? You could hear what was going on in that hallway, even if you were out on stage. Feh. Whose side are you on, Gavin? Listen to me, Daryan. There are no sides in the court of law. ... Which is why I now turn to you, Herr Forehead. I have a question for you. Huh? For me? the igniter and the burned fragments that were found at the scene of the crime, it's certainly a possibility that they were part of a ruse to fake the sound of gunshots. Throw the headset from the hallway into the mix, and you can fabricate an alibi. But we're still no closer to proving things. Those gunshots might have been real or fake, we can't say. You raised the possibility that the shots heard during the third set were faked. Now you need to prove the other half of the case. The other half? Look, I'll just tell him. Da! He wants you to prove the thing that went down in the second act, while a little piano player was on stage. That right, Gavin? Indeed, if you can't prove that, then to continue this cross-examination would be pointless. Well, Mr. Justice, can you prove the crime took place during the second set?
Yeah, I think. You'd better know, Apollo, otherwise we're through.
It can be proven. You make it sound like someone else is going to come along and do it for you.
Let's continue with the cross-examination then, shall we?
Witness, your testimony, if you would, please. I inserted the word please, I don't care. This isn't going to be easy. I also inserted the yawn, but I also don't care about that either. Or do I? Maybe I do, I don't really know. I need some decisive proof on this. Heh, you ready, kid? 'Cause I am. The shooting took place during the second set. If you're so sure, let's see your proof. But the gunshots heard during the third set could have been... What, some kind of setup? I've heard that one before.
We need proof, Apollo! We need to prove that the shooting took place during the second set!
Well, if you know how to do that, I'm all ears.
Maybe the gunshots are the key after all!
What do you mean?
Well, Aurora said she heard them, right? Right in the middle of her illusion when she was above the ceiling.
When she forgot the words of the song, yeah?
If you can prove the gun was shot right when she missed those lyrics, we're home free, I think.
True, not easy, but true. Is there some way to prove that?
Let's take a look through our evidence. Maybe there's something in there.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be cross-examining me?
Try to refrain from private discussions during cross-examination, Mr. Justice.
Right, Your Honor, sorry. Let me take a quick look through the court record.
He's pretty eager to paint Lamroar as a liar, isn't he?
Yeah, because her testimony is basically our entire case. Oh. Whoops! Anyway, though, so let's see. The shooting took place in the second set. It's there. If you're so sure, let's see your proof. Well, what is my proof exactly? I do wonder about that, actually. So, let's see. There's the headset. Receiver transmitting from voice signals with a 30-foot range. All context have worldwide. I'm yawning again. I'm probably going to make some of you tired now, because, you know, yawns are contagious, as they always say. I think that's just fine. So, let's see. Well, again, the remote trigger was found on the stage. Makes me wonder, everyone. It just makes me wonder. So, then, I don't know. I just don't know, everyone. I just don't know. Have to check buttons for details. Well, again, I don't really know, actually. Let's see. Could it be this thing, perhaps? Is there anything obvious in the video that just isn't there, perhaps? Where's the video? There's the video. Let's have a real check real quick. So let's see. This is the part where it gets raised. Ow. Wait. No. Okay, wait, no. This is not what I want, though. I don't hear anything, actually. Wait, wait a second now. Do you see him on the piano, Maki? I didn't see Maki on the piano right there. So that's interesting. Huh. I do wonder about that, actually. Regardless. How does that work? Where do they show Maki? I want to see the parts where they actually show Maki, because, yay, whoop-de-doo. Maki, man. Look at him. You see him? Actually, that might be a silhouette. I can't really tell. But you definitely can't see Maki himself. Maybe a silhouette, but regardless, I don't know. Does this prove anything? Or does it not? Stage recording, but the details. So, the shooting took place during the second set. And then what? And then what? What happened, everyone? I just don't know. Jeez Louise, you're so sure. Let's see your proof. What's the proof? What is the proof? I don't really know. It could be anything. The mixing board? Why would that be the mixing board, though? I mean, sure, he had the... Oh, now it's a guitar serenade? How do I change that? I can't just change the... I can't just change the song now. Huh. Well, maybe this will prove something, then? I wonder. Alright, let's see. I'm not hearing anything. I don't know if I should be hearing anything. Anything suspicious? Wait, I know, okay. I'll do this. I'll just go to each individual track, perhaps. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, right. You listen to that, it's like, whoa! I can't believe it. And then this one. Yeah, I didn't think so. This one. Alright, cool. That's like a piano right there. That's cool, I guess. And then this one. Anyway, though, I can hear this just perfectly here. Mixing board! Objection! It seems there was a clear proof left behind. Right here in Lamoureux's song. Her song. What exactly is this, device thingy? A new variety of gramophone, perhaps? Yeah, sure, but anyway. You should have seen this before when we were looking at it earlier. Come on now, Judge. Jeez Louise, man. Come on, we just used... Exactly. And don't get me started on gramophone. Man, don't get me started on VCR either. This device was used to record the performance part by part. You move the sliders to adjust the volume. Each instrument is adjustable separately, Lamoureux's voice included. Ho-ho. But what does this prove? According to Lamoureux's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words of the song. Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, yeah? We might even hear those gunshots. Exactly. Ha, ridiculous. How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in that dressing room out on stage? Have you forgotten, Daryan? We were all wearing these headsets. Oh. We were all deeply involved in our performance, but Lamoureux's headset would have picked up what she heard all the same. Then let's get to analyzing that recording. Right now. Lamoureux stopped singing when she heard the shots fired. Find that spot and I'll find the gunshots. Yeah, I already heard it. It's right there. Track 1. Oh my gosh, this ends. Your Honor, listen closely to this part. This is the track with Lamoureux's vocals. When you stole away the keys, my heart held on to so tight. Pleasure. I did hear something. Why, it sounded like a gunshot. What? This has to be some kind of mistake. What's with his hair right now? My gosh. By the way, one of you really like his hair for some reason. I mean, it's interesting. His hair is interesting. I'm not gonna lie, but it's high management, man. I don't think I'd want anything to do with hair like that personally. I believe a case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set, which means Lamoureux's testimony was true. Grah! Order. So she was telling the truth about what she heard. It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Latouche. Well, what did he say? It's over. Press the switch now. Just after that, there was a gunshot, and the guitar caught on fire. Detective Crescend, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it. But why did we only hear one gunshot on the recording? Weren't 2 bullets fired from this weapon? Lamoureux was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for Mike to catch the first shot. But then as she passed over the dressing room, the gun fired again, and Mr. Latusse's life was taken. Well, Detective Crescend? ... Ah, once again, I am reminded of something. ... Our performance that day. Your performance? Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory. You were there too, Herr Forehead. What is it with today? Problem after problem, Achtung. My hog won't start, my guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp. And to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. Ah! It was you, Daryan. I thought it strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that. Yeah, well, You what? And Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at? I'm talking about the murder weapon, Mr. Latusse's 45 caliber hand cannon. As we have learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscathed with a revolver that's unscarred with a revolver that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur. Wait, you mean his playing was effective because he hurt himself shooting that revolver? Ha! You're forgetting something. Yes, Detective Crescend. I'm a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training, plenty of it. I'm no amateur. The standard sidearm issued to police officers is a 38 caliber weapon, a much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Latusse, which suggests that there was a struggle between the killer and the victim. So the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean? The thought had occurred to me, yes. Well, though, does the witness have anything to say to this? ... Detective Crescend. What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves rolled up ready for action has to say. Hey, you, attorney! Me? Exactly. Which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little noise on that tape. That could be anything. And you have alleged guitar cue miss due to a 45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin. I really do. ... You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager. And that's the obvious truth. The witness has a point. Okay, sure. Yeah, sure he has a point. The defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Crescend. Tell us your reasons why you couldn't have done it. Witness testimony. Proof of innocence. Come on, why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man. This was that diva's first trip to the country, right? How could I possibly know her manager? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? I suppose. I don't know. A simple reason indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Mr. Latouche had not been to our country before? According to our records, yes, not even once. I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. Great, now I need to find a motive. Motives schmotives. Who needs motives, man? You don't always need a motive to do a killing. It's just, sometimes it just happens, man. It's awful. You don't really want to do it. It's like, oh, man. Come on, why would I even want to kill that manager? Well, I could name about 700,000 reasons, perhaps. No, I can't really. I couldn't even really name a single reason, in fact. Because he didn't press the switch. I don't know. Ah! Gee, okay, anyway. That was so comfortable. Actually, this is a new testimony, and we're actually over the 30 minutes. We're over 30 minutes according to my timer, so it's time to end the episode. I already saved. There's no point in saving again. There's no point. There's 0 point, everyone. Is there a point? You tell me if there is a point. If there was a point, then, well, excuse me now. Double check, perhaps. Maybe that's a reason. I don't really know. Like I said, you tell me your reason. I would like to hear your reason. If you believe there is a reason I should have saved again. Anyway, though, everyone, I guess I will see you later. And, well, I mean, I can't guarantee it, of course, but maybe tomorrow we'll be finishing up this case. Sounds exciting, don't you think? I think it sounds exciting, everyone. I can't wait! I'll see you tomorrow!